I'm actually sick of Bluetooth. The more Bluetooth things I get, the more annoying I find them. I mean, like, devices fighting for control of your phone. You know, you sit in your car and it just starts playing whatever video is loaded into RAM at full volume. Or some days my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard just don't feel like doing anything. But then people won't stop asking. The Sony LinkBuds. This has taken so long because literally Sony wouldn't sell these to Aussies for like months and months and months. I mean, you can get these now, but I had to use Big Apple Buddy. You know, they arrived perfect. Thanks, Big Apple Buddy. And thanks, Sony. Right now, mate, there's just so many true wireless buds nowadays. They're like, even if I reviewed all of them, I'd never keep up. These got me interested because, mate, these are doing something pretty different. You know, most buds are of the blocking noise variety. And this is the camp I subscribe to, like, noise is the enemy of the audiophile. So most buds are acting as earplugs, and it's actually why the AirPods have always been a bit weird. They're the old school idea of just resting your earbuds, one size fits most, and then they've just made them wireless. And not many brands are chasing this style of earbud at the moment. You know, like, we just don't talk about the beans. And yes, Microsoft has made some, but they're actually even weirder than these. But yeah, this idea of having earbuds that don't block noise. The Sony Donuts. Sony has developed drivers that have a hole in the middle. That's stinking neat. There are a lot of scenarios where this is going to be really handy when we'll get to them, but mate, we just need to get straight to sound quality. Oh no, it's the Herdo 600s, but old mate Sony. Look, here it's frequency response graph, mate. The higher the line, the louder that bit of the music is, mate. You got super sub bass, regular bass, the mids, and mate, just about everything's in the mids, mate. Like your guitars, your keyboards, your vocals, your trumpets, your second trumpets, your third trumpet, and up the top is like tit tit pet pair noises, cymbals, you know, ambient. Yeah, you got the roll off in the bass, which is normal for open back critical listening headphones, and the mids onwards, mate, are pretty dang flat. Look, here's the AirPod 3s. You know, you got that mid bass bump there that makes kick drums kind of thumpier. You know, a lot of gaming headphones do that. All right, matey, let's get them LinkBuds up. Yeah, not a lot of bass, not a lot, and not a lot of it's a lot of mids. It's a lot of mids. Yeah, look, they're not super bassy and there's over the top ends, but they still sound conventionally nice. Like, I love my Grados. Heaps of people reach out to say they love their Grados. Look at the graph for these. Like, that's not balanced either. But like, everyone keeps asking me for like really bassy music, like to test stuff with. One of my favorites is White Collar Grime by Mr. Bishy. And listening to that track versus the AirPods, these sound like they've got subwoofers in them in comparison. And like, these are not traditionally bassy headphones. So if I'm judging these purely on sound and not the benefits that these interesting drivers create, you know, the sounds, no, it's okay. Audiophile, they don't beat. But what isn't nice is this case. I'm in two minds though, because Sony's made heaps of efforts to make it out of recycled plastics. And like the retail box, you get this in, everything's paper. It's brilliant. Like, nice Sony, it's great. But this is the flimsiest guy I've ever held. See those little white spots? That was me just I mean, it's got a latch for some reason. And watch this. And like, I could snap this off anytime I like. These have magnets, but they also have little latches. It's like, But even if the plastic was like polished ivory and it was like gold-plated hinges and whatnot, the case isn't that great. I know Apple's not allowed to make good things, right? But the AirPods case still hasn't been beaten yet. I'm telling you, no one's touched it. It doesn't matter how big it seems top down. It's the chonkness. That's a huge difference. That's how it fits in your pocket. That's why modern phones could be gigantic. They're like paper thin. They just, shoo. On the mandatory wear skinny jeans to work day, mate, these are gonna make you uncomfortable. Metal hinge. You can't even see the seams of how they put it together. I don't know if you can see the tight tolerances there of how this hinge opens, but these are gonna hit the bin in 5 years' time. Yes, there are people out there refurbing old wireless buds, but that's only if you hand them in. Most people just lob them in the bin. And so while this is a chintzy, nasty feeling case, if the Sonys are ultimately easier to recycle and get rid of, then that's the superior case. We don't need the nightmare future where we're up to our gills with just AirPod cases. All the oceans are AirPod cases. And well, you know, it's USB-C, so it's smashing Apple's pathetic offerings. But we gotta have a mic test, don't we? We're gonna see, like, mate, have they finally made a Bluetooth microphone that doesn't stink? And mate, these are gonna go up against the stiffest competition. Representing the superiority of the cable, mate, it's these $3 cashies buds. They got a mic!
So like, this one time, like, I need a new car, mate, but like, I didn't want to pay for one. I thought it'd be cheeky, mate, just put a listing in, just saying like, you know, looking for a free car, just give me your car, hey. and like totally backfired, mate, because no one reads listings properly, and they all thought I was giving away a free car, mate, and like the messages won't stop. So like, mate, the messages won't stop, hey, but like I'm pretty desperate for a friend, and I haven't like spoken to someone in about 6 years, mate. So I was like, yeah, I've got a car for you. Oh yeah, it's totally free. It's got rego and everything, mate. Like meet me at the Macca's around the corner, yeah. And like, I'm hoping that we can become best mates before they realise that like I don't have a car for him. So like, it turned out to be an amazing experience, mate. Like, I get there, and it turns out he was there to smash my head in and take the car for free, no matter what. Hey, and like, while he had me in a headlock, I was just kind of explaining that I was pretty desperate for a friend. Hey, and like, you know, I just kind of wanted to hang out a bit, and then like we had McFlurries, and it was like totally sick, mate. Like, I had such a good time. And then he just smashed me in the head and took my phone. I'm in the hospital.
Sad, isn't it? These $3 idiots with a dingus dongle. And that's why cables are still superior, mate. And that Bluetooth, you know, it just makes things more convenient. But convenient doesn't mean better. Like a sandwich from the servo is more convenient than a home roast dinner. Tell me which one's better. Bluetooth buds have always had garbage microphones, even AirPods. So why didn't you bring back the headphone jack already? Well, mate, we're not done yet, but let's have like a quick summary, hey, mate. So they cost more than AirPods. They kind of have less sound than AirPods. They have a worse case than AirPods. Recycled though, nice one, Sony. They look just as strange in your ears as AirPods. So they're pointless then. Wrong. Not everyone's life involves rollerblading or powerlifting in the gym when they want to listen to music. And many people just don't partake in loud activities where earplugs are needed. Or maybe you're in a noisy environment where you have to hear the noise. Like, for instance, I have mates with kiddos and they're not allowed to have noise cancelling headphones. A mate of mine actually sets his audio to mono so he can leave just one ear in and listen out for his kids. I know a lot of buds have like ambient noise technology. You know, the Sony's sound okay, it's a bit artificial, and honestly, like Apple's ones is like super hearing. It means that things are louder and it can actually be uncomfortable. But another example why these could be absolutely genius for somebody, if you do a lot of talking with your buds in, lots of online calls or meetings, whatever. And so I play drums all the time, yeah, so I'm always wearing earplugs, so I'm very familiar with how annoying it is to talk with your ears blocked. You know, give it a try, block your ears and just start talking nonsense. Like, how much feedback are you getting? And it's so distracting. And now look at all these people talking to yourselves with your ears blocked. You look nuts! Like, these drivers are so neat. They genuinely let all noise through. There's no blockage. So talking feels really natural. And yeah, these headphones are mostly mids, but that's where the human voice lives. So these are like really nice for just talking all day. And Sony has been clever with their touch controls. I can't stand touch controls. If you just glance them, you might pause your music, or worse, accidentally turn off the noise cancelling while mowing the lawn. You made me very angry that day. With these, you tap on your head and it registers that way. Look, they're Bluetooth headphones. I still found a scenario where fiddling with them made something play or pause or whatever. Honestly, I use cable headphones. I'm sick of Bluetooth. But I really did try my best to stump them, and they were pretty good. Like, it was... yeah, well done, so like another good one, Sony. Feel-wise, you know, my left ear is a different shape to my right ear, and it kind of fought these a little bit, but they give you lots of little rubber hoops, whatever it is. One cell rin, I thought they were comfortable. Other little bits of tech, it's got auto pause, so if you start talking to someone, it'll like pause the music, you know, so you just have a conversation, which is neat, you know. And I know that like the noise cancelling ones have the ambient mics for that reason, so you can just leave your headphones in all day and just exist, you know. But the whole leaving in your headphones while talking to someone, you know, works on paper and computer modeling, whatever, but it just kind of looks rude. Like, if I don't want people to talk to me, then yeah, I'm gonna leave them in. But honestly, like, I always take out my headphones when I talk to someone, you know, just so they know that they have my attention. But hey, mate, features are features, neat beans. And I know for a lot of people, these are just gonna seem a bit pointless. You lose out on the bass, the case is pretty cheap, but these aren't cheap. But I know there are people out there who've been waiting for this, when in-ear buds are an important part of their work setup. I think these are gonna be a savior. And not every product has to appeal to everyone. Like, as a total freak myself, it's always just so great when a company makes something, it almost feels like it's just for you. And while honestly, these are not my style of in-ears. Give me that noise cancelling and give me that cable. But it's really fun to see innovations in tech like this. I mean, you imagine the engineering going on. And you know what? I've heard from a lot of people who've been looking for something like this. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thanks to my patrons, especially these stinky names right here, because, mate, $1 a month, I do extra videos. I got Garbage Time, you know, my other channel. You know, I haven't made a video in a while, but I am working on stuff, dang it. And, you know, I'm still working on my drum stream, you know, because all my equipment broke and I had to buy all of it again. Okay, everything sucks now. Nothing's good anymore. But, mate, for you $1 patrons, this guy's going to get a video at one stage, but there's heaps of other stuff to do. You know, I need to get it serviced and whatnot. The first ever Walkman. I want to see if it even just stinking works. Yeah. You know, I got a good deal on it, but that usually means it's CAC. You know, I got a couple of cassettes here, mate, and we're gonna have a sneaky listen and see if we can get any life out of this blue nugget. So thanks so much, mate. I'll see you all next time. Guys, this is just like a warning video to all these. Like, please check your couches, because you just might have. I can't believe I've got. Look at this. I've got couch snakes. I've got couch snakes. The couch snake spray did not do anything.